What up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode today of Bite the Bullet. I think we're on episode number 18 right now. Today's episode is going to be powered by my sponsor Elgato Gaming and of course the HD60 capture card. You guys know by now that is the reason why my videos are so crisp and smooth. It is the 60 frames per second that this capture device offers. If you would like to pick one up for yourselves, of course there is a link down below in the description. So let's get into today's video. We are currently rocking this as our La Liga squad. It's not bad at all, I'm not going to lie. We've got this as our Barcelona team. It's nearly finished. Got a couple of informs and of course that someone that goes by the name of Lionel Messi to fit in. And then we've got this right here, which is our hybrid squad. A couple of players left. I think we've got Messi Neymar and then once again Messi to go into this squad. And that's the team that we go into our first game against. It's this guy right here. He's got he's called FUTWIZ FC, so obviously he might be good on FIFA, but when he hops onto COD, he's a member of the FaZe clan and is therefore very, very good at COD. But is he any good at FIFA? Well, if the start of this game is anything to go by, I don't think he's going to be that great because we do go 1-0 up under 2 minutes, I think that was. Luis Suarez cutting his way through the defence and a lovely finesse shot just past the goalkeeper. I liked it quite a lot. He then gets into the box again, makes it 2-0 after only just like, what, 5 minutes on the clock right there? Yeah, it was going to be one of those games, I could just tell. And this was the first game of FIFA I played in quite a few days. Because as you know, I think I've told you about 4 million times, I've been a bit ill, so I haven't been playing any games or anything like that. So to be coming back to a game which was relatively easy was such a load off my mind, because you know how FIFA can get, you know how difficult it can get sometimes. We get the ball through here to, we take the shot with Royce, should I say. Goes very, very far over and wide, and just wasn't great in all areas really. Another shot from Suarez, trying to recreate that first goal. It doesn't quite work. We then get the ball into the box, and I think Suarez took the header there without me even being on the ball with him, which was quite nice. But then look at this dribbling from Neymar, man. It's absolutely exquisite. Diego Alves saves the first attempt. He's not going to get the rebound volley, and we make that one 3-0. Nothing to do with Suarez, that goal, so it's only worth half a shot on the target. But as you can see, we are definitely racking up the shots in this particular game. He'll click it past one defender, no touch dribble past the next one, get into the box, and it's just a case of a little ball roll and a finish into the back of the net. I always find that ball roll just before you shoot sort of throws the goalkeeper off a little bit, and it aids you when you try and score. So if you guys didn't know that, I feel like, well, to me it feels like it helps. It might not help in the slightest. And then Castro scores a lovely goal, and that was an assist from Luis Suarez. So of course that counts as a full-on shot on target. That is worth just as much as if Luis Suarez had scored himself, because he's been a part of the goal, which of course we've said all along. It's very, very important that he's just a part of this team and does what he can. We go on a lovely little, well, mini skill run with Neymar right there, and it would have been nice to have stuck that one in the back of the net. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen. Yeah, the second half was more of a case of, look, we're 5-0 up, let's try and score some nice goals. So I was doing all sorts of stuff. Even when I was right there, I probably could have taken the shot from the rebound, but I passed it out to the edge of the box to try and get a slightly nicer goal. Again, right here with Royce, I try and dink the keeper. There's a player on the line, but eventually we probably will score another one, but it's looking like Diego Alves has come into his own in this second half. He's let 5 in the first, and he's just not going to let any more in. He was having quite a good game in the second half, I must admit. Lovely volley from Neymar there, and that's an exquisite save. Like, I do not know how that didn't go in. That was an absolutely beautiful volley. One chance my opponent did get, sort of managed to get saved by Ruffier, who's had nothing to do all game. And then this happens. Watch this free kick. Beautiful. Saved by the keeper onto the post, and he somehow not let it in until he stands up. I was lolling, laughing my ass offing at that. That was something different that hasn't happened to me before in a long time. Yeah, in fact, it may never have happened to me. I've never seen the keeper stand up and then it counts as the goal. That's weird. But we win the game 6-0. A lovely, convincing first game of this episode. That's nice, and that's very, very comfortable going in with 11 shots on the target. That's quite nice. We've also got 9 points in the bank, ready to be spent. So we've got a decent rainy day fund right now. All of those, we earned loads of shots there, like 6.5 shots. I think I'm going to spend like 5 of them right now. And the first one we hit a 5. The second one we hit nada, nothing at all. Third shot we take, we hit a 5-pointer again. And then it's just time to either get a 10-pointer or bust, basically. If we miss it because it's sort of, I think it hits one of the pins and falls off, and then the final shot we take was just wide of that 10-pointer. So out of 5 shots, we only got 10 points. And that's not a great return, if I'm honest. We got 2 players to unlock in this hybrid. That's all we've got left. So I decided to spend just the 8 points on Messi Neymar, get him unlocked, save the rest of those points for a little while, and we should be all good. You know, saves it for a rainy day. And we've got that 10-pointer of Messi to unlock in a future coming episode. So he's slightly easier to unlock than the Barca version of Messi. They're the exact same player, but just different unlock costs. I don't know why. But that's the way I've done it, so that's the way we're going to stick with it. We switch over to that Barca squad, by the way, because it's time in the rotation that we played with this team. We go into a match and we come up against a mainly Serie A team with, I think it's got Arturo Vidal in it. I guess he was obviously used to him from back when he played in Juventus and stuff, and he didn't realise he's moved to Bayern or something like that. But this guy, he was good, and we'll get to that in a minute. But he scores a lovely goal with Paul Pogba quite early on. A nice long shot straight past my goalkeeper. And everything I was doing in this game was just frustrating because he either had enough men back or he just got that last-ditch tackle in, and it was so annoying that I couldn't score these goals. He kept getting through and getting these opportunities. A lovely one here for Higuain. Cannons off the bar. How that didn't go in, I will never know. However, he gets on the edge of the box here, takes the shot. Bravo's there to save it, and this is the sort of chance we were getting. He was pushing me out wide, so the only thing I could really do was cross it in. And I had Iniesta in the box. It's not really going to go too well for me, is it? Look at the amount of players he's got back in these situations. I was struggling to do anything of use. All I was doing was hitting and hoping with the long shots and stuff. He gives the ball to Marquisio right here, takes another long shot which hits the back of the net, and that really annoys me. Yeah, he's beating me in the first half, and looking at them stats, we're getting absolutely dominated. But in the second half, I feel like we really stepped our game up. The opportunities were coming, and the ones that he were getting, well, I was managing to somehow either stop them or he was missing them. It was looking quite positive. We get the ball through to Luis Suarez here, and I Berber spin past 2 defenders, take the shot. But Buffon manages to save, and I can't even score the rebound. And I think it was at this point I knew I'm not winning this game. I'm not even getting back into this game. It's just not going to go in for me, which is fine. Coming off the back of a 6-0 win, I don't really care what the next result is because we've just smashed someone 6-0. So as long as we don't lose 6-0, we're not doing too bad, you know. And eventually we do lose that game by 2-0. And I kind of felt cheated after that second half. But you know what, so be it. I don't feel like I deserve to spend that many shots on the target, so we're only going to spend 1 because we actually lost 1 for that game as well, of course. But luckily enough, we hit a 10-pointer, and we can go in and buy one of these Barca players. I choose the final 8-pointer, of course, who is in form Sergi Roberto. I wasn't quite sure who I wanted to swap out here. I might eventually not use him, and I might just sell him on. But I decided for now, I like Rakitic and I like Iniesta, so I was going to switch out Busquets for him. And of course, I just had to switch out regular Sergi Roberto for the inform and then stick Busquets on the bench. I nearly said his name completely wrong. That's going to be it for this episode today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We're getting there. We've probably got the most players to unlock in our La Liga squad, which we will start the next episode off with. And we're slowly getting there. Team of the Year is, of course, very, very soon. If you didn't know already, I think it starts on Monday the 11th, if that's the correct day. It starts on the 11th. So I've got a lot of players here that are worth a lot of coins, which I can't really sell. So I might have screwed myself for Team of the Year, but so be it. I love doing this series, so it's all good. If you could take that very small amount of time out of your day to hit that thumbs up button, that would be awesome. Subscribe to my channel if you're new for more of this type of content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time, boys. Peace.